All right, guys, we're going to can some sweet potatoes today. And I've got two different varieties. I've got Georgia Jets. They're the traditional orange looking ones. And then I've got the Murasaki Japanese. They're purple, but they have a white flesh. They look like those, which these have got dirt on them still. So, but you can see that purple right there in them. And that's what their skin looks like, but the flesh is white, but they're very much sweeter than these, the Georgia Jets. But we really like these purple ones. So we're going to can these up today, and I'm going to let you come along with me while I do it, so don't go nowhere. I'm going to start by putting my pint-sized jars in my canner. I brought the heat to high, and I'm going to sterilize these jars and get them ready before I pack them. All right, I'm going to start out with washing these, rinsing them off really good. And let me turn a light on. And I will get my brush, my vegetable brush, and I'll just rinse these off really as good as I can. I'm going to peel these with the grater so they don't have to be perfect. I just want to get the most of the dirt and stuff off of them. So I'll finish these and then we'll get to peeling them. I'll show you real quick how I peel them, and then I'll get busy and start doing them, and you won't have to be on here with me. So I just rinse them off real good, and then I just peel them with one of these. I don't put them, boil them for 3 minutes to get the skin loose and all that. There's no sense in all those extra steps. Some people do that, and it's okay. You can do that, but I just don't see no sense in doing it. So this is how I do it. And I just peel that skin right off there, and then it's ready to cut in chunks. Now this is what I was talking about. It's got purple skin with a white, and this first year we've grown them, with a white flesh. And they are so sweet, you guys. So sweet. And I just rinse them off real good, and they're ready to cut. Now I'll go ahead and I'll get these done, and then I'll bring you back and show you how big I quarter them in. And we're going to put them in. Now I decided to use pint-sized jars because that's just big enough for Tim and I for dinner or whatever. And then if company came, we'd just lay out more. But I don't want to waste them, so I'm just putting them in pint-sized jars. Okay, so I'm going to finish these. That's what they look like after you get them done. I'm going to finish the rest of these. I wanted to do these first, the purple ones, and then we'll go to the orange ones. I may not keep you, put the orange ones on here, or I don't know. So this is a huge, long video because I know y'all want to get busy and get yours done. The ones that don't know how to do it, or never done it before, just wants to know how to do it. So let me get these done, and I'll get right back with you. All right. I got a bunch of them done. This isn't all of them, but I got a good sized bowl we're going to start with because I'm not going to keep you on here for each batch I do. So we're just going to grab one of these. I'm going to put them, well, I think I'm going to cut them lengthwise. And they're a little harder than a potato, a regular white potato. And then I'm just going to cut them in chunks. Cut them a little bit smaller. Because, when you put these at 10 pounds of pressure in your pressure canner, you're cooking them for 65 minutes at under 10 pounds of pressure. They're going to get soft. So that's why I don't boil them beforehand either. I don't want them to be soft. So I'm just going to do them this way. Okay? So we're just going to cut them in chunks like this. Just be careful when you're doing these because, like I said, they're a little harder to cut. I'm so excited. These are good baked. We've had them baked, but I haven't had them like boiled or anything like that. And then I'll do different things with them after I can them. But I think we're going to cut them again. Just cut them like that. And then I'll rinse them again because, see, there's some stuff on there. I'll rinse them again before I pack my jars with them. But I'll bring you back when I get these all done and let you watch me pack them. So let me do this, and we'll get back with you here in a minute, okay? All right, guys, I've got my jars sterilized. I just took 3 out to start with just to show you. And I am going to pack these potatoes. Now, I also forgot to tell you, that one's a little bit big. We'll cut him again. I forgot to tell you that, that one is too. Put some water on to boil. You know, good sized pot of water on to boil, because we got to fill these up with hot water, okay? Now I'm going to put these in here and leave a 1-inch headspace. That's pretty typical for potatoes, any kind of potatoes. And you guys, it's just like doing white potatoes, okay? And then I just kind of pack them down in there pretty good. You don't have to use this right now. Nope, he's not going to fit. But that's just about enough potatoes, you know, for me and Tim for dinner. So I didn't want to do a great big one, because then I didn't want them to go to waste, you know, if we didn't eat them. So I think that's all I'm going to get in there. I might get that one in there. And then I'm just going to take some kind of thing and get me some hot boiling water. Now, I do not put a syrup in these. I'm not going to put a syrup in them. I'm just doing hot water. And then I'll fix them how I want to. I'm not even going to put salt in them. And then I'll fix them how I want to when I open them up, when we get ready to eat them. Then you're going to put about a 1-inch headspace of water too. I was going to show you. I don't know where my thing is. Well, I have a little tool that shows you what the 1-inch is. Put him down in there like that. But it's about right there. It's about to this ring right here. This bottom ring. Okay? And we'll set it aside and we'll pack another one. And they're going to start kind of getting discolored. So you need to kind of work quick, because you want to get these. Look how big that one is. I didn't want them real small, because like I said, they're going to cook. And I'm going to be pressure canning mine at 10 pounds. Yours might be different because where you live, your elevation. So you'll need to check that out if you've never canned before, and see what you need to cook yours at. Mine is 10 pounds. So I'm going to leave that just like that. I'll pour some more hot water in here. That's a little bit above it, but I think it'll be okay. Now that is a little much water. I'll pour a little bit out. That'll be good right there. Okay, and then you just continue on and keep doing them. Okay, so I'm going to get all these done, and then I'll bring you back after I fill the canner full of them, and then we'll go over that. I also forgot to tell you guys real quick before I get going here. After you put your water in, you want to debubble your jar, okay? So I'm going to put that into 1-inch headspace, and you may have to add some more water. And you're going to stick something down in there like this. And you're going to debubble it. Get all those air pockets out you want to, okay? And see how that kind of, it's going to rearrange your potatoes in there too. Make sure all them bubbles are out, okay? All right. All right, guys. I've got all these packed. Well, this batch I have packed. So what we're going to do now, I just wanted to bring you back and show you this. So you're going to wipe off your rims really good, okay? Get them a little wet if you want to. Wipe them off really good. I've got all these debubbled. I did not put any salt or syrup or anything in them. I'm just going to can them plain, and then I will fix them how we want them when I open them up after I've canned them. So you just want to make sure you get these rims off really good. Wipe them down. I just used a little bit of that boiling water that I've got my lids in there. Like I said, this is like doing your white potatoes. Really no difference. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my little magnet thing here, and I'm going to put these lids on here. On each one, okay? Now, I'll bring you back after I get them tightened down, finger tight. Do not crank down on these, okay? Let me show you. I just want to show you, because you see people crank down on them, and then they wonder why they buckle and do weird stuff and don't seal and all that. When I say finger tight, I mean just finger tight. Okay, just like that. Let me show you another one. Don't sit there and crank down and twist on it, okay? Just finger tight. Like that, and then just finger tight. Okay? All right, let me do these and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got you back here at the stove. I have measured out 3 quarts of water, hot water, to put in my canner. Now, if your canner came with a book, hang on to it. See, I got mine marked to my most important stuff here. But see, it tells me right here, 3 quarts. You know, and I've got this down pat now, but I won't get rid of this because, you know, whoever has it after me will need this, right? So right here it tells me 3 quarts of hot water in here, okay? So look at your directions on your canner if you don't know, and I've got 3 quarts I've put in this pot. Get it out of the way. And that's how much water we put in our canner, okay? Now I'm going to put these potatoes in here, and I think this holds, I thought it held 8. It might hold 7. I'm not sure, but we'll look and see. And you may lose a little water out of your potatoes after you get done. Don't panic. It's okay. They're still good. No big deal. Only thing you got to worry about is if it doesn't seal. If it doesn't seal, you need to eat them right away. And you actually, here I am showing you how I pack those in there, and you really shouldn't because I've had jars bust on me. So, and that's not fun after all that hard work, you know. So you just put them in there. Try not to let them get real close to each other because they're going to be jiggling around in there, jumping around. Yeah, this holds 8. See about how far I got those apart? And you put one in the middle. And there's your water. And if you want, like that, to me, never looks like enough. So I always get a little bit extra and put in there. Not a lot, just a little. I just dropped my things. And always remember, too, that don't be afraid of this. You guys, you can do it. Read your instructions. Pay attention to what you're doing. Be careful. Don't put your face over it or anything. And just be careful, and you can do this. You can do it, okay? Like Tim always taught me. Tim taught me when I started driving a motorcycle like him. He always said, don't be afraid of it. Respect it. And he's told me that about guns and everything else because, you know, you can get hurt. You can get hurt on anything, right? So just respect it. Know that it could possibly, you know, hurt you, but just pay attention to what you're doing. Be careful. Now, when I do if you've watched any of my videos on our channel, you know that let me put you up here so I can show you. I was going to try to make this a fast video. My kitchen's a mess too because I'm like got right in the middle of all this. So, and I know you can't even see me yet probably. All right, here you go. So, our lid, right? You got this rubber ring. Always check this out before you do it, okay? And I just feel like I need to go over this with you again. I'm sorry because I just don't want no one to get hurt. But know what you're doing. Know what you're looking for. You're looking for any cracks, any stress factor, fractures. I can't talk tonight. Cracks or anything in this rubber, okay? And if there ever is, get rid of it and get you a new one, a new ring. You can get a new ring for your canner. Put it in here. Make sure it's fit in there snug like it's supposed to, okay? And mine turns. I make sure that I turn a little bit. Then I look through this hole. I hold it up to the light, and I make sure there's nothing in that hole, okay? Because if you watched, I think I did one video and told you about my husband's grandma. She had one blow up on her, on the stove. Not her. She didn't get hurt or anything. But luckily she was, not luckily, it was, you know, praise God, she was out of that room and it blew up and went all over the ceiling and everywhere else. But she was probably in a hurry and things, you know, happen. These things get old, you know. They get old and things happen. Then I always make sure my little pressure thing here, it goes up and down. Make sure it's clean. Just inspect it, you know. And when you're sure that it's good to go, you're going to put the thing on. Now, I did forget to put some, I put some vinegar in. Let me get down here. I need to clean out my cabinets too, you guys. You ever just be like, I've been so busy. But I need to do a lot of things. I'll get to it, maybe. Maybe I won't. So I put in about probably a tablespoon or two in my canner. And you know what this is for? It is for your jars, so they don't get that white film and stuff on them, and they're ugly. So anyway, I always just put a little bit of vinegar in there. Then I'm going to put my lid on, and you can't see this. Let me get you back down here now. Hold on a minute. Let's get you down here where you can see. Okay. So mine, you have to line this V up to this V, and then you put it on there like that, and then you just close it like that. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to bring this, put the heat on high, and it's going to start steaming. When it starts steaming, as soon as it's got a steady steam coming out of here, okay? Just a steady steam, not a psh, psh, here and a psh, psh, there and whatever, you know. There's a song or something about that. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's Old MacDonald's Farm. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, so you put after your steam is a steady steam, then you're going to put your weight on. Where's my weight? Right here. So a lot of canners have gauges and stuff that you go by, and I don't have one of those. I've always had one with a little jiggler, and that's what I'm used to using, and that's what I like, you guys, and it's always done good for me. But you use whatever you got, okay? So anyways, this piece is 5 pounds, okay? Then I put one other ring on it, and it makes it 10 pounds. So I'm going to do, with my elevation where we live, it's 10 pounds of pressure is what we can under, okay? So like some people use, I smell something burning. Some people use 15 pounds. So I got another ring, but I've never had to use that. I probably will never use that. I just keep it, and if I ever lose this one, then I got another one. Anyway, so after your steam is coming out of there, right? Then you're going to put this on. No, you're going to count, do your timer for 10 minutes, and you're going to let it vent for 10 minutes. They call it venting, okay? And then after 10 minutes, you're going to throw your weights on there, or however you do it with your gauges, guys. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do one with a gauge. And then you will count from there. After I put my jiggler on, then I will count. I won't count yet. I'll wait till it starts going like that, okay? And when it starts doing that, then I count from there, and I time it, and I go 65 minutes. It's 65 minutes for pints, which is what we're doing. And this is a pint jar. And it is 90 minutes for a quart jar. This is a quart jar, okay? So I'm not doing quarts because that'd be a lot of potatoes for Tim and I to sit down and eat in one sitting. Even though they're sweet potatoes and they're good for you. And these purple ones are really good. Do your research on those purple ones. They're really healthy. And a lot of health benefits. Can you guys tell I'm tired? I am exhausted. Anyway, so I hear it, and it's going to start steaming here a little bit. I'll try to bring you back. I did on a few videos. You've seen me do that. So I'm going to start. I'm going to cut up the rest of these potatoes, and I think I'm going to put them in some water because they're starting to turn a color, and I don't want them to be ugly in my jar. They're still going to taste the same, but I don't want them to be ugly looking. So, all right, I'm going to get these going, and then I'll bring you back here in a minute when it starts steaming, and I'll show you when to put the little jiggler on, okay? So don't go nowhere. All right, guys, we got a pretty good, and don't put your finger over that, it'll burn you, but a pretty good steady steam coming out of here, okay? And my little thing there is about to pop up too. So from right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to hit this start, and when this is done, then I'm going to put my little jiggler on. Okay, and then we're going to start canning. See, that's just, there you go. My little pressure gauge come up right there. Now we know it's under pressure. Here's my steam. And we're going to wait 10 minutes, and we're going to put this on. So I'll bring you back in 10 minutes. All right, guys. We've got about, right now, we're going to put this thing on here, jiggler. Go from the side and put it on because you don't want to burn yourself, okay? When this starts jiggling, then we're going to start our time, our 65 minutes from the time that starts jiggling, okay? So when it starts jiggling, I'll bring you back. All right, here we go, guys. It's jiggling. You see it jiggling? Dancing around there? That's what you want. So we're going to go 65 minutes. I'm going to do it on my oven. 65 minutes. Okay? And that's it. That's what you do. And in 65 minutes, that'll be done. You'll let it get it off the fire. You'll let it cool down. And make sure your little pressure thing here is down all the way. There's no steam coming out of this. I'll bring you back when it gets closer to time. When it cools, I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like, all right? All right, guys. It is all cooled off. This first batch that I've done. There's no more steam coming out when I turn that to the side. My pressure button here is down all the way. I can take that off, no steam. So when you go to open this, what you need to do is, let me get this out of my way. You need to twist it, and you're going to open it always, always, always open it away from your face, okay? So I'm just, see the steam? That steam will burn you. That steam will burn you, so just always open it away from your face. No broken jars. Let's see what they look like. I'm excited. And there they are. Look at that. Those are our sweet potatoes. They're purple skinned, white fleshed, murasaki. I think I'm saying that right, but I'm not sure. They're a Japanese sweet potato with great health benefits, good vitamins and minerals and stuff for you. There they are. I did 8 jars of them. I still got quite a bit to go. So get in there and can you some whatever. It don't matter. Just get you some stuff and can it. Don't be afraid of it. Just respect it, and you can do it. You all can do it. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to get this stuff done. And Lord willing, I'll catch you all on the next video. Have a blessed day. And listen, if you like our channel, make sure before you leave to subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button, hit the bell, and share our video. Share our video. And also hit your notification button so it'll notify you of each time we put out a new video. And there's going to be more, a lot more stuff going on here on the Boondocks. So get your stuff canned, guys. Get your stuff canned. I'll talk to you later. Bye.